PPA just completed their 1,000th event of the 2024 season. At least, that's how it felt to me. We're going to go through the results, and while we're at it, let's take a look. How does the PPA actually work? We'll have some fun with charts along the way, including some clickbait. Is Ben Johns washed? We've got a lot to talk about. Be sure to like, subscribe, let's get to it. This was the Select Medical Orange County Cup. This was a cup event, so that does mean we got the progression draw again, which I gotta say, I kind of like that. Friday quarterfinals, Saturday semifinal days are pretty awesome. My glasses will not stay on my face right now. This is a problem. There's not a whole lot to talk about on the women's side. Annalie Waters got the Triple Crown, but Tina Pisnick and Jessie Irvin getting a silver medal, great for them, as well as Tyra Black and Paris Todd in the bronze. Catherine Parenteau also found the podium 3 times. In singles, she came up short on Championship Sunday against her doubles partner, Annalie Waters. Of course, they did take the gold together. And she'd been partnering a lot with Jack Sock this year, but he was not at this tournament, so she was with Christian Alshon, and they got a silver in mixed doubles. They didn't really challenge Ben and Annalie in mixed, but who does? Who really does? Where things got really interesting last week was in the men's singles, where Ben Johns lost to eventual champ Chris Hayworth. This is his first PPA gold medal, by the way. And Chris Hayworth now joins Andre Daescu, J.W. Johnson, and Dylan Frazier as the only players with an APP gold medal and a PPA gold medal this season. And in men's doubles, Hayden Patriquin, for the second PPA tournament in a row, got a win in men's doubles over Ben and Colin Johns. He did it last event with Federico Staksrud. This time he did it with Pablo Tella. It's kind of funny since Fed and Pablo broke up largely because they couldn't get past the Johns bros, and now they've each done it with Hayden. So maybe Big H is the next big thing. I don't know. And if you missed it, definitely go back and catch the replay on YouTube of Pablo and Hayden taking down the Johns bros. It was an awesome match. Pablo and Hayden had 5 chances to close it out on match point. Couldn't get it done. The Johns bros came back, flipped it around, had 2 of their own. They couldn't get it done. And then the very next point after that side out, Pablo and Hayden sealed the deal. It was very dramatic. Just look at this reaction from Colin after this. I mean, yeah, that's a tough way to lose. However, they did come up short to Dylan Frazier and J.W. Johnson, who won their 5th gold medal in men's doubles on the year. They're now tied with the Johnses in men's doubles for gold medals, and take a look at this. Dylan Frazier is the new #1 men's doubles player on the PPA Tour. He has surpassed Ben in points. So how does that work? What does it actually mean? Well, let's go ahead and do a deep dive. How does the PPA actually work? Well, they are hosting an ungodly 26 tournaments this season. There are 52 weeks in the year. Half of those have a PPA pickleball tournament for you to watch. I don't know. I think this is a little excessive, and it's going to burn out these players. There's no way they can keep that up. I thought the PPA was taking the best certain number of events in a 52-week period for their points, but I didn't actually see anything that said that on their website, so I guess it's just the total points you've earned in the 52-week window. That would be the statistic that Dylan Frazier has surpassed Ben Johns in, making him the new #1 men's doubles player. They also do a race, which is just your points you earned in 2024, and that's what they use to determine who gets into their end-of-year national championships. As far as seeding goes, it's kind of convoluted. Basically, if you're top 10 in points, congratulations, you're going to get seeded. After that, if you're not a PPA contracted player, you might not get seeded, even if you're the 11th best team. Also, take a look. They do some randomization here just to keep the matchups fresh. And then as far as money goes, here's what they have on their website. I was under the impression that they weren't really paying players out winnings anymore. I mean, they still have this listed, so maybe I'm mistaken there. I asked on Twitter if anybody could explain this to me, and I didn't get any responses. So if you're out there, maybe you're even a pro, you want to provide some insight on this, let me know. Glasses, stay on my face. I don't really know how the PPA money works. I know things got a little crazy with the tour wars. Somebody out there knows. Please tell me. So now that we know how points are awarded, let's take a look at the updated standings. And sure enough, there he is, Dylan Frazier, the new #1 player. In fact, looking at his points and his partner J.W. Johnson's points compared to the Johns bros, they're going to be the new #1 seed at the next PPA tournament. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That was absolutely unthinkable at the start of this year. Mixed doubles for the men. Go find these on the PPA website if you want to take a look for yourself. Mixed doubles, not too much to look at here. Ben and Annalie just dominate. But in singles also, Ben and Federico Staksrud tied for the #1 spot. Again, did not see that coming at the start of this year at all. Federico's been very solid, making it to more finals than Ben. Honestly, I'm just kind of more drawn to men's doubles and men's singles right now on the PPA Tour because you don't know who's going to win. If Annalie is in the draw, it's kind of a given that she's going to be playing on Sunday and she's going to win gold. But men's singles and men's doubles, we've got parity right now. I mean, this is exciting. Now, I believe I promised you some clickbait, so let's get to it. Is Ben Johns washed? Obviously not. But the field is catching up. You really can't deny it. It's been asked many times before. I tweeted this. Maybe it was reactionary then. Maybe it's reactionary now. But, I mean, him and Colin are not the number one seed on the PPA Tour anymore. He's tied for first with Federico Staxford in singles. Brooks Jones says it's the end of an era. Ryan Kearns says, don't think the dynasty is dead, but take the field over the bros. The kitchen, they believe so. Too many teams have caught up. And Big H has a right. Can't argue with that. Maggie Remens, for years Ben could take over when needed and that was enough. He can no longer rely on that. Colin needs to step up. Logan B, with a whale emoji in his name, get Colin out of there. Mr. Mint says, you have to have offense now on both the right and the left. Let's dive a little deeper. Let's have some fun with charts. Here we can see the percentage of all PPA men's doubles gold medals won by Ben Johns and his partners since 2021. That number was a nice 69% in 2021 and hovered around 60% in 2022 and 2023. Now, this does include events that he did not participate in. I just didn't really have a way to filter those out in the data, which, by the way, I pulled this all from a combination of the PPA Tour website and pickleball.com. In 2024, he's won just 38% of all PPA men's doubles gold medals. In the past, him and Colin have been winning upwards of 90% of all of their matches. This year, they've only won 80%. This includes a withdrawal and some bronze medals losses as well. It also includes a loss with James Ignatowicz, but they are definitely slipping. You can see a similar trend in singles as well, though it's less pronounced. We've also got the game win percentage and the points win percentage as well. You can see Annalie and Ben not really going anywhere anytime soon. Although, how fun would it be if they split up? Then we would actually have something to watch on Championship Sundays. By the way, I hope you're enjoying my glasses just slowly sliding off my face this video. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. We've got the women's double standings. Annalie Waters, Catherine Printo way at the top. Mixed doubles, women's singles, more domination. Here's that same chart that we looked at earlier for Ben. However, now we've got Annalie Waters' win percentage. You can see she's really not slipping in any of the events, winning upwards of 90% of all her matches, closer to 99% when it comes to mixed and doubles. Pickleball.com had her listed as having 3 singles match losses, but I think 2 of those were withdrawals. I'm not 100% sure there, but still, absolute domination here. And keep in mind, in these charts, she's like 17 right now. So in 2021, yeah, she was like 13. That's just crazy. And last, let's just have a little bit more fun with charts. Just some bonus charts here. We've got the top 10 career gold medal winners on the PPA Tour. This is data going back through 2020. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't really start tuning in until late 2021, early 2022. Simone Chargim, of course, is still very active on the APP Tour, but haven't seen her in any PPAs in a while. Matt Wright and Riley Newman no longer playing together, but tied in career gold medals, at least in my data set, which I'm pretty sure is complete, but it's missing any like weird exhibitions and stuff, so I don't know. Lucy's Kovalova's line has gone flat. Let's break it down by the actual individual events. Here we've got the top 10 PPA career gold medals for men's doubles. Note the asterisk, there were like 12 players tied for 9th with 1 gold medal. Honestly, I thought there would be more than 8 players with multiple gold medals, but when you just have like 1 or 2 players winning them all, I guess this is what happens. Since the Riley Newman and Matt Wright breakup, Matt Wright still picked up 2 more golds, but Riley Newman has not picked up another one. J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier, they have come on so strong this year, winning 5 gold medals. Let's look at Ben and Colin Johns. They have flatlined at the top. That is crazy. You cannot tell me with a straight face that you saw this coming. Here we've got singles. You can see Federico Staxrud coming on strong. Here we've got mixed doubles. You can see Ben and Simone used to dominate, and now it's Ben and Annalie racking up all the medals. Go pause here for a second. Y'all take a look at this chart, and let me tell you about the Austin Pickle Ranch. 16 indoor courts in North Austin, air conditioned. It was the hottest day of the year. We hit 102 in Austin today. Gotta find somewhere to play indoors. Come check it out if you're in town. We've got women's double. Looking at this, I guess Lucy and Simone used to play a bunch together. I wasn't aware of that, so it's kind of interesting to see that. And of course, Annalie and Catherine racking up all the golds now, with Anna Bright starting to come on strong as well in the last 2 years. And the last chart, women's singles, Annalie Waters what else can you say? What else can you say? Nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. Yeah, fun with charts. Up next this week is APP Newport Beach. This is one of their majors. Singles will be Thursday. They'll start broadcasting on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, including a few blocks on ESPN2. Then, as soon as that wraps, we're heading up to Michigan for the mid-season tournament, July 10th through 14th. Now, originally, remember, the Premier and Challenger teams were all going to be in one large 22-team bracket. They scrapped that, did another little late mid-season rule change on us. You know, it happens. It happens. It's okay. That would have been kind of fun. There would have been an upset. You just know it would have happened. I mean, you know, this will probably be a better product. Also, keep in mind, this does not actually matter for playoffs or standings. It's really just for money and for fun. If you're complaining about, you know, hey, there's not a winner every event anymore, what the hell? Well, hey, here you go. Here you go. There's going to be a winner. It doesn't really mean anything, but does anything really mean anything? Okay, that was weird. Before we go, of course, we'll turn over to our co-host, Basil, get his thoughts.